Coming up, NDC set to elect new national officers to steer the affairs of the main opposition political party for the next 4 years, specifically for election 2024. The aspirants are rounding up their vote for me messages. We'll play some of them for you. Asiedu Nketia says this is not the first time he has publicly blamed Ofosu Ampofo for not being able to lead the NDC to collate the 2020 election results. Burkina Faso is unhappy that Ghana is concerned about the Wagner mercenary group from Russia around the northern border. The leadership of Burkina Faso has met Ghana's ambassador in Ouagadougou for some explanation and recalled theirs from Accra as well. Thank you for choosing us and welcome to Graphic Online's News in Brief. The main opposition political party in Ghana, the National Democratic Congress, is set to hold elections this weekend to select new officers to run the affairs of the party for the next 4 years. The NDC is a major political party in Ghana, having held power for 4 terms of 16 years in total, since Ghana returned to democratic rule in 1992. The upcoming elections will be closely watched as they will determine the leadership of the party and shape its direction in the coming years. The NDC has seen a number of internal divisions in recent years, and the outcome of this weekend's elections could have a significant impact on the party's unity and electoral prospects. There are several key positions for grabs in the election, including the national chairman, general secretary, and national organizer. A number of candidates have already announced their intention to run for these positions, and it's expected that there will be a competitive race. The NDC has a reputation for being a progressive party with a focus on issues such as social justice, economic development, and the welfare of the country's most vulnerable citizens. It is likely that these issues will be central to the campaigns of the candidates seeking to lead the party. Overall, the elections will be a significant event in Ghanaian politics, with the potential to shape the direction of the party and the country's political landscape in the years to come. It is expected that the results will be announced on Sunday, December 18th, and after the votes have been counted and verified. And rounding up their various campaigns, the refrain of "Vote for me" has been running through for all the aspirants. Let's hear some of them. Close to 9,000 delegates from all constituencies in the country, including former government appointees of the party, will be eligible to vote. The national chairmanship position is keenly being contested by the incumbent Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, the incumbent General Secretary Johnson Asiedu Nketia, Niyama Ashite, a former member of parliament for Korle Klote, and Samuel Yao Edusei, a former deputy Ashanti regional minister. Indications are that it is a 2-horse race between Asiedu Nketia and Ofosu Ampofo. Ofosu Ampofo says a vote for him will lead the unity and victory for the party in the 2024 elections.
To vote for me come December 17. Be assured that a vote for me is a vote for unity. It's a vote for stronger party. It's a vote for inclusiveness. It's a vote for hard work. And ultimately, it's a vote for victory in 2024. The people's chairman, and I have an unfinished agenda. Vote for me to lead the NDC to win 2024 election and form the next government. Let's focus on things that unite us rather than what divides us. And I will continue to build bridges rather than walls, because politics is a game of numbers, and our actions of omission and commissions must be geared towards bringing us more members rather than driving people away, to ensure that we have the numbers to vote for us in 2024, and also ensure that there is party unity and party cohesion. Remember, there is time to retreat and there is time to fight. Our cliche for 2024 remains no retreat.
For his part, Asiedu Nketia says he comes to the position with enough experience, having served as the General Secretary of the party since 2005.
A lot more remains to be done to finally achieve the level of efficiency and effectiveness we desire as a party and ensure total victory in 2024 elections and beyond. Despite the years of hard work we have put into building this party, our collective vision to build the strongest, most fearless, most courageous, most formidable, most electable and viable political organization in Ghana and Africa remains work in progress. That means we must put in even more work than before. And to do this, we need to have a fine blend of experience, fearless, trustworthy, and innovative thinking at the helm of the party. With courage and tact, there's no way the NDC would have been defeated in Ayawaso West Wogon by-elections. That defeat emboldened the new patriotic party to roll out a mega diabolical plan which claimed the lives of 8 of our compatriots in the 2020 elections. May their souls rest in perfect peace. And I promise that under my chairmanship, we shall win 2024.
Ni Ama Ashite, a former member of parliament for Kole Klote, says the current leadership of the party has failed, hence the delegates should give him the nod.
These are people, for example, the branches and the constituencies, will work, do house to house and all that. On day of elections, they will go to the, go to homes, door to door, to call people to go and vote. Ghanaians generally will also go out and vote. And vote, standing on the street. If after you've done all that, and then we are told that, we have lost. I mean, just imagine, people become so disappointed when you expect something better. Particularly in times like this, the problem is about fixing the branches. The branches are the pillars of our party. There are certain functions we call branch functions. If you empower, if you strengthen the branch and you empower the branches, they can do a lot of work for the party. They can secure and protect the ballots. They will train polling agents. They will recruit new members for the party. And I mean, so you see, you are not taking anything out of the branches. The branches can do so many things for us if we strengthen and empower.
And this is what Samuel Yawaduse also has to say.
Professor Mills, we had it 2 times and ended up in time. First round, second round, and in time. This is the first time, it was also the first time that a sitting president, a party had a sitting president contesting as the flag bearer for them in their 8th year, in their second term. And it all happened under the stewardship of these 2 people who are contesting each other, Ofosu Ampofo and then the General Secretary. Because in 2016, the General Secretary was the chairman of the campaign, and the chairman was the first vice chairman, and then the director of elections. One became chairman, and the other was General Secretary in the 2020 elections. The results did not change much, because in all these 2 occasions, we struggled to collate our results. And they had the opportunity to have the sitting president as flag bearer and then immediate pass as flag bearer in 2016 and 2020 respectively, and they missed all these opportunities. So I think that when you are given the chance to serve and you are not able to deliver, you should step aside for a new set of ideas, fresh ideas, new dynamism and everything to take over the party to ensure our victory in 2024 elections. These people have been in the system for a longer time.
In the General Secretary contest, which is another hot one, the current Deputy General Secretary Peter Boama Otokuno, Director of Elections Elvis Efriye Ankra, and Fifi Fiavikwete, a former MP for Ketu South, are the ones in the race. And still in politics, you may have heard the audio in circulation in which General Mosquito, that is Johnson Asiedu Nketia, is accusing his opponent in the NDC chairmanship race, Ofosu Ampofo, of not being able to lead the party to collect the election results in 2020. Well, Mr. Asiedu Nketia has confirmed that he indeed said that and insisted that this is not the first time he has publicly made that claim. He gave the confirmation in a television interview on UTV this morning. Let's hear what he said in the audio and then listen to his confirmation as well.
And the proof of it, he said, you will need power to decide dream. And on the collation, the system of the bus said, a robust and strong fire and final collation. You collate 5 regions now, or say a crashing. And until now, cry or honor. In the air, say a court. And now, there's any manual collation.
Yes, once when you pound cottages, a pinch is in Ranian family. And now, Chairman San Cotton Committee, so I collation, so no collation. Now, we take your Okofa University 4B, no better transfer. There are times so say me go Jinanda Kabu. One find results from Rana Minfangba. Results are on the man. They say, would the Jinanda Kamba be also defend their in the grass? And until yet, mean fast and man of comfort. And now, almost any young court lawyer Chicata. And yes, was our documents. When you are someone can just say I can once and for me. That's how they call a Chicata. You quite could Jaiman or no, so you will more a detching or fray or say, Momaji money. So we do a grant here. Zadia might say, no, Namodi Coco to the art, no copper moya. I mean, Nasa, one who video no ana.
There be me who video.
Oh, media. Menam can, never was in Menam can.
Ujitum.
Intimate name was among forecast a leak tape. I dear would you see now about trousers a leak. I dear Mamboja may address a crowd drama cancer was a leak tape.
Oh, share that's a walker. Adding.
Nasa no crack. And then some way woman on so no. One way can say leak tape. Obi antimi me ansa asem ba konkura wo mu. Obi aso ntimi me kan say asem we wo mu no menkwa na minim a ewo menkwa mitrimu. Ne mama bobo so nyina ye public knowledge.
To say chairman say hey
because baako koto man kan kire wiase nyina say yamfa collateral results anko. Some kind.
Yeah.
Justice upon the Bishop. And I make
Nancy, my lord,
Fabiama. Because case here at the court, no. It wasn't about our pink sheet versus electoral commission's pink sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, and people for court say one more pink sheet versus electoral commission pink sheet.
Okay.
Every no, a coba say electoral commission and the proper custodian of information. It is information they are contradicted with what they have. The court will rely on what they have. It is the Eddie Brown no mumye adia for your guidance here. Wait me the ability in case if you disagree no me and the but say information near electoral commission should be near.
And before we go, Burkina Faso is unhappy that Ghana is concerned about the presence of the Wagner mercenary group around the northern border. The leadership of Burkina Faso has summoned the ambassador of Ghana in Ouagadougou for an explanation. Burkina Faso summoned the Ghanaian ambassador on Friday morning for explanations after President Akufo-Addo at a meeting in the United States of America said Burkina Faso has hired the Russian mercenary group Wagner, the Burkinabe Foreign Ministry said in a statement. Speaking to reporters alongside U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Wednesday, President Akufo-Addo said Burkina Faso has hired the mercenaries. Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there, President Akufo-Addo said, adding that it was a distressing development for Ghana.
Yeah, you were part of the meeting, and its significance for us, and I think that beyond everything, that is a matter that I want to urge upon you. Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from not accepting the idea of great powers once again making Africa their theater of operation, we have a particular position that you know about over the Ukraine war, where we have been very, very vocal and upfront about condemning the invasion of Russia by Russia. And therefore, then now to have this group at our borders is a matter of some considerable disquiet and concern for us. We really like to have a privileged opportunity to talk about its implications and what we believe ought to be the case. This is what took place with the discussion in the Congress yesterday, which I found very fruitful. And I would like that the themes of that discussion should be the themes that we should continue to address. To what extent we can have you as a partner in confronting these threats. It is very important that ECOWAS and the West African area remains a democratic space. It's the reason for the actions we took over the coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Guinea. And ECOWAS has been very consistent in refusing to deal with these governments because of the undemocratic.
In a statement issued after the meeting with the ambassador, Burkina Faso's foreign ministry said it had expressed disapproval about the statements made by President Akufo-Addo. Ghana could have undertaken exchanges with the Burkinabe authorities on the security issue in order to have the right information, it said. However, it did not confirm or deny the allegations. In a separate message to Reuters, the foreign ministry spokesperson said, without elaborating, in any case, Burkina has not called on Wagner. Burkina Faso also recalled its ambassador from Ghana for a meeting, the spokesperson said. Burkinabe authorities have not commented publicly on whether or not they are working with Wagner, a mercenary group that was hired in neighboring Mali to help fight Islamist militants. Thank you for watching. For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh and follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH. I am Enoch Dafa Frimpong.